Alright, gang, what's the deal? What goes on? Kind of got carried away here with the music as I was enjoying a little no talking and just vibing. Is it loud? I think that's fine. Let me know if that's too loud. So yeah, who else tried to trade Asian last night? Yo, so I was looking for some positions at around 11:30, close to midnight last night, and my spread was at 40. Anybody get 20 to 40 pips spread yesterday? I don't know what happened during Asian. I was a second away from placing a position. Then I look at my spread. I'm like, that can't be. That must be a line I drew on the screen. And I was like, nope. that was the bid price. And then the ask price was 20 pips away. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it stayed at like 25, 20 for a while, but it was at one point it was 40. Yeah, I had an early position in Asian, and then I swear, like a few hours later, the spreads were nuts for no reason. All right, let's get into today. I believe we got news coming up here. Forex fact 8:30 CPI. All right, so it's gonna be some strong news. Let's get some levels up on the chart. The daily closed bullish yesterday, barely a top wick, but remember we said we're gonna look to fill the range up, and that's what it did. It pretty much filled the range today. We were looking at these levels yesterday. Interesting. I mean, there's more room to go. It's gonna have to be maybe the news, or we're gonna come back down and correct some of the move from last night or from yesterday. Not really last night. Didn't do shit overnight. Kind of ranged it for the last 12 or whatever hours. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Damn near 24 hours we've been stuck in here. So let's put up some of our levels. I don't know what this move down was, but on the hourly, looks like we just grabbed some orders. If the 30 flips and breaks highs, I don't know, maybe the news is priced in here. 2.5 minutes left. I'm thinking for the paper trade, where would my paper trade be here? And okay, I think this would be a paper trade only. I think your stops would have to be below this area. Maybe a 25 pip stop. No, you can't do that. Yeah, I think it would be the 4-hour low and the 4-hour bottom wick here. That's what that's what it would look like for the paper trade. It would be because these are 4-hour levels right here. So 88 entry, 85 will be a stop. This is just something I'm sample sizing. Just a spike down to this area and a pullback. In terms of our regular trading, we typically drop down to the minute, right? And we look for a push and a rebreakout at high. But since we've been breaking back into range the last 2 months, I'm going to look for a push outside that range first. If it pushes outside the range, then we'll look for a rebreak. So if it pushes outside this range that we're in, I'll look for a rebreak. Until then, we're gonna watch this. Zoom door, gotcha. All right, 10 seconds here. And the thing is, you have 3 red folders, right? Be careful if it's a mixed bag. Watch out for the whipsaws, right? Well, we don't have a requirement to trade news, right? We do fairly well with price action alone. We can let this play out. This would be a good area for a paper trade as well, right? For a sell here and a stop here. It gives you what? Like 25 pip stop as well. So that's not bad, right? For 25 pips, you have a chance to make 150. Clean numbers. Yo, every single one dropped as expected. Yeah, we're not gonna trade this. I mean, we're gonna trade gold, but we're not gonna trade the news impact here. Yeah, everything came out as honestly, I've never seen this. I have never seen this happen when there's 3 red folders and all 3 came out as expected. I've never seen that. Damn, gold.
Boom shakalaka! He's on fire!
3 for 3. I've seen folders come out as forecast. 1, 2 folders, 2 out of... I've never seen 3 red folders come out exactly as forecasted. Well, what do we have to our advantage? A heavy range, right? How you're gonna ask, how is a heavy range to our advantage, Wix? Because the heavier the range, the heavier the breakout. The breakout here will be so fucking obvious. It'll really pull up out of the screen and shake the shit out of you and let you know, yo, I'm breaking out. We're gonna head out of this range. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Huh? Don't spill it on the keyboard. Chat, I got hot tea with some ice in it. Fire. Or ice, I don't know. Well. Damn. See 2707 for sells. I think if we're going to drive up right now for 150 pips, I'm not looking for sells, or for 110 pips. You might see a level there, right? 07. I don't know. What do you see at 07? All right, but that doesn't mean it's a sell-off. You see this level right here, 077. Nah, we could get there and just blast right through it. We don't know. But if we start forming a resistance at that area and closing with no top wicks, then we can start talking about that. Hold on a second, chat. Be careful here, right? We can flip very easily here. We've never really had a breakout until a candle closes outside the range. I can't say we've had enough volume, or until we start breaking through multiple ranges, right? Like if we start breaking above 03, okay, but until before we close, but we're not. You know, come up, come down, come up. Zoom door, come on in. Hope it doesn't shake me while I'm giving my work presentation. What kind of work do you do? Watch him say plumber. Presenting this pile of shit to my new boss. Black ops for telecommunications. What the oh, back ops. Black ops for like, damn, bro. I got you as a character in a video game. This would be so funny if it flips bearish right now. iPhone van? You the FBI? I know there's more people at the Zoom door. I'm just wondering who the hell they are. Welcome. Where did you get the link? Silk Road? Tell me. Tell me where you got the link for the Zoom. Paper trade worked out. I don't think we would have got it. Wouldn't have quite activated. I think for paper trades, they're going to be actual pending orders eventually. Didn't quite get there, but look at that. Would have been lovely. I think if we based that off the hourly, it's just too big of a stop then, right? At this point, it becomes a 40 pip stop, and I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a 20 to 30 pip stop max. So I was looking this area. Yeah, but it definitely would have worked out here off the hourly. Got it from a cat in the back alley. Yo. We're about to be eating the cats. We don't like the back alley. We're going to put tariffs on the back alley. And China. As soon as they said they're eating the cats, there's no more animals in my neighborhood. HGH in the building? Oh, they're about to feel this. Subi. Y'all leave the pets alone. So there's 18 minutes left here on this 1 hour, and we have not closed outside the range yet, but this might be our initial closure outside this little mini range. The 4 hour is bullish. We have not refilled the range completely. I believe we will to around 704 areas. Even steeper. I think that's where we're headed, 2710. Remember, whenever we see gaps like this, a lot of times you'll see them on a 4 hour daily, not really a smaller time frame. And when I see a gap like that, I'll usually mark the level where the next candle opens, not where the previous candle closed. Right, so when we see this, the level here for me is not this candle closure up here, it's where this next one opened. And you can also see it kind of fall in line. Damn, what's going on in the Zoom? Almost 40 people. That's crazy. You guys decide to show up. Love it. But you see how that falls in line where these wicks come to bounce off of? It's off that area. They didn't bounce off of up here. think it's likely that we see that pattern continue here. Is that impression Loki good? I don't know. I just do it because he's funny. He's just really funny, and he's funny to imitate. Yo, somebody tell me why my mouse has been jumping for the last few days. Might have something to do with spread. Damn volume. Yeah, my spreads are 3 right now. 2.5, 3. Get about a mouse? This is a brand new mouse. What do you mean? What the fuck was that noise? What can we be mirroring here to the left? Not much. It's 99.5 level. So we blasted right through it here. Multiple times. Yeah, a lot's going to depend on where we close. We close doji again. I mean, this is going to be a long morning. I need to break the hell out. 16 to fill the range. No, I'm not looking at the 15 here. No, I need the higher time frame to close at outside of here. I don't know if I trust this breakout because just because of where it is and the timing. If it breaks out above here, great. I mean, we'll have positions on the 4-hour. We're not gonna miss that, right? But if it doesn't, you're chopped and screwed over here if it comes back down to range. Summertime shy. Now throw your hands up in the sky. Chicas? You remind me of Ace Ventura. When nature calls him, he's like, Shikaka. Shawshank. Shikashe. Shish kebab. Chicago. No, that shit says Chicago. Chicago. I think I just broke my wrist in like 18 places just to turn that around. Let it crack. Will it push up? Will it push up? What we also have going for us is this a 4-hour closure coming up. It's not just a 5 or 15. Okay, so this is good. This is good. Push up out the damn range. Come on. Ooh, people at the Zoom door. Come on in. Need a heavy push. Need a topic for the 4-hour. We prefer that. Yeah, we prefer a real strong push. We don't get that. Like, I don't know why it's sitting there, right? We've tried a couple of times, and I don't want to just hold resistance here. And next thing you know, half hour from now, we look like this. So this isn't really a great closure. I mean, we don't want to respect this. We want to disrespect it. Word, like it's the ops baby mama. Let's go. Pull up. Disrespect that bitch. I'm trying to yell World Star while you're pushing. Let's go. No? No World Star? Kenny rolling that Holy J? Which reminds me, chat. My Holy J is outside. And we got 6 minutes to go here for the 4-hour. Hey, if we start pushing here, I'm going to need you guys to yell brrr in the Zoom. All right? That's the call sign. That's the call sign if the market's pushing. Just brrr. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm taking you guys with me, though. Wow. I need a portable camera, gang. We got to set this up. Or can I get a videographer that just lives with me? Can I get a live-in videographer that just wakes me up in the morning and starts taping my groggy ass? Not a bad idea. Maybe make it get a midget, right? Because it doesn't take up a lot of room. Probably carry you in my book bag and shit. Get a little pouch like the kangaroos have. You get paid and shit, but I'm just saying. Lil 9. We're gonna call you square root of 9. Square root 9. You're just gonna walk around fucking 3 squared. Wix 3 squared. Man, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. Hump day. Y'all know what day it is. Hump day. It's December, baby. You can call it anytime you like. Hey. For most of the industry, this is the last week of the year trading. Maybe the last few days. A lot of the industry has already taken the December off. Right? Yeah. They've taken December off. Meanwhile, for us, 2025 already started. We're grinding. Some people trying to take the next 2 weeks off. No, we in 2025. We already there. 'Cause I'm out here grinding. I'm actually curious why they take off, just because of all the holidays, or it's like a reset. I don't know. Why do broke people go to sleep? If you gonna complain about waking up broke, your ass should have never gone to sleep in the first place. No rest days? Nah, if you need to rest, you can rest. I'm just saying, I'm not looking to give myself a vacation. Life, with all the shit that happens throughout life, gives me enough vacations or times off or days where I can't trade because some shit's going on, right? I never plan for a day off or a vacation, whether it's on the charts or the gym. I get those naturally because life just tends to throw shit your way, right? That you just have no choice but to have other responsibilities and go take care of other shit, right? That's why you can't plan for a vacation, and especially at the gym, right? Oh, I'm going to take a week off at the gym, or I'm going to take a week off at the gym. Life's going to give you that week off throughout the year. Don't you worry about it. You're going to get that off naturally, right? Don't plan for it, because then you're going to have 2 weeks off. I haven't slept for 365 days. Damn, I should be awake for 23 years. Tried grinding last night. Spreads told me to go to sleep. Me too. Me too, bro. That's crazy. You stole that. Who stole what? I haven't slept since I was born. Why do cucumbers taste better pickled? I don't know, bro, but you're right. Like, you ever have like a half pickled cucumber? They're banging. My grandmother used to make that when I was little. It would be so good. Like, that's the shit you'd want to eat after a hangover. Oh, 4-hour close here. Coming back. Damn. Really forgot we're trading. Not even about pulling up first. I'm not looking. I wouldn't be looking for a position here. We respected that resistance. Remember what I just drew? We can make that little top wick and come back down. We don't want that. We want an actual breakout. Did close above on the 4. That's interesting. Above the most recent. This wick has pretty much filled the entire previous wick. I mean, this candle. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little more here. Had 2 trades open during London. Broker froze, opened up, and they were closed. Oh, what broker is that? That's pretty good. They honored your position. That is a good sign. That is a sign of a good brokerage. Top 1. All right. All right. Good. That kind of makes me feel really good. Wait, bro. What's your thoughts on Roger? We don't know each other personally, so I mean, he stays in his lane, I stay in my lane, and somehow the world still turns. He was on the head. Join the Clubhouse, how to get access to the Zoom. So there was a Zoom link dropped where it says Clubhouse Zoom. I mean, there's an actual channel that says Clubhouse Zoom. Right below Clubhouse chat. But they were nice, yes. Would you do a podcast with Riz? Are you the man that... Are you the broker in between? Yeah, I'll go on Riz. Why not? Hell yeah, that's exposure. That's exposure. That brings people to the stream, of course. You said Roger and made me think of Alien and Family Guy. Why your hairs are so long? You probably smoke weed, do you? No, I've actually never tried, but I didn't know that that's what make your hair grow. It's pretty cool. Keep that in mind. Hit Raja with, can you get your site back? That's fucked up. Chat, rajabanks.com. Shit's about to trigger people. And if you didn't know, now you know. Current discount on top one is 25%. And you're going to get, there's a whole bunch of things you're going to get with it. You're going to get availability of withdrawals after 14 days. Once you request it, the withdrawals in an hour. And then you also get 100% of your deposit back. So whatever you paid for the account, if you get paid, you get 100% back. Oh, we still have that domain. Yep. We'd make you relax, so less stress, less hair loss. I don't know. How can I know if certain countries are not allowed on top one? You go to top one facts and you go to a list of banned countries or unapproved countries or something like that. I think, like, unless you're in, like, I think if you're in this chat, you're fine, unless you're in, like, Russia or Ukraine. I know some Mr. Clean stoners. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if, I don't think smoke is that great for your hair. Live in the UK, but from Syria originally, so I don't know if they allow. Well, it depends on where your passport is. If it's UK, I think you're fine. If it's Syria, I don't even think you have a country right now. You're like the dude in the terminal. You ever seen Tom Hanks in the terminal? Damn. Assad just living in the middle of Moscow now. He just got himself like 20 apartments in Moscow City. Imagine, like, you'd be seeing some dictator on TV and then next thing you know, you see him in the elevator in your building. You live in Russia. Just casually walking his dog and shit. That's wild. Word, I think they have like a building where every dictator that lost their, you know, they got overrun. Every toppled European dictator now lives in like Moscow City. How you doing? I didn't have a big a loss as you did. Fucker lost the country. That's fucked. Maduro still lives in Venezuela. Yo, I read a list yesterday of former dictators. There's like 30 of them that live in Moscow. Like former dictators that got overrun and had to run out of their country from all over Europe. There's a list out and they're all living in Moscow. It's crazy. Like imagine just just bumping into them, casually strolling. Be like on the back of the head and run. They convinced him to get out earlier, which is how he's still alive. The crazy thing, they shut down his official plane, number one, that day up. So it's a good thing he got out earlier. Well, good thing for him. Did you guys know Assad used to be just a regular family doctor in London? And when his pops died, like I just read about him. He was a regular doctor in England. His pops died, so they summoned him back to Syria and told him to run the fucking country. Like, how different. He was a dentist or something like that. Yeah, or no, I read he was a dentist, but I don't know if he was an eye doctor. Whatever it is, he was just he was taking patients like, 20 years ago, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden he's a dictator of a country. Like, that life could have turned out way differently. Like, he didn't need to be, a meat grinder. He's murdered so many people. It didn't need to happen. He could have just, yeah, that life could have turned out way different. A lot of it has to do with influence, right? Like the family influence, the generals over there. Yeah, I think his big brother should have been the actual heir. He wasn't supposed to be the heir apparent. Yeah, it's so crazy. So people didn't like him, so he became a dictator and killed thousands. Yeah, he could have just been a great family doctor, ran a regular family, practice, and then retire and enjoy your life. Nah, fucking Mao Zedong came out of that motherfucker. Well, Syrians thought he would be different. Well, because he had the Western education, right? He had the Western way of life that he was used to. So people thought that's what they were going to get. No. Russia's a huge country. Yes, it is. But like every big city in the world tends to be a really small place. Wonder why Israel's bombing? Well, because they share a border, so they have interests that they're trying to protect, right? Everyone's looking out for their own interests. U.S. is bombing, yeah. They have interests there they're trying to protect. Russia was just bombing them 3 days ago, and then they were like these terrorists, and now they're like, oh, these rebels, they're taking over. We're gonna. First they're like, we don't talk to terrorists. We're gonna bomb the shit out of them. Then they're like, no, let's talk to these rebels so they can let our equipment go and our people go. Russia has like a few thousand soldiers there, so it's like everyone's fighting for their own interests. You like Putin? No, I like putting these W's in our stream record. That's the only thing I like putting there. That's about it. What else we got going on? Yeah. Indecisive here on the hourly, indecisive on the 4 hour, the 30, the 15. I mean, the 5 is broken down. If this was an hourly candle, you're guessing, all right, this is making a top wick, but this is only a 5. This candle is going to be closed in 40 seconds. So are you really making a top wick if you're going to close here in 30 seconds? You're probably going to just close bullish, right? Yeah, the last couple of days hasn't really been much in terms of price action. NYC open here in about 15 minutes. Maybe we'll see some volume. Maybe we'll see something drive. Lock in. If we start pushing heavy to re-break the highs, it's clean range here to the left. There's not much in the way. There we go. All right. Also, make sure your spreads aren't at like 30. Spreads at 2. Yeah, my spreads are at 2 right now also. Did not break the high here. The second attempt already to break these highs. 1, 2. I'm wondering if volume's going to come in here about 5 to 10 minutes before NYC open. Might see a heavy push. It's done that a few times in the last 2 weeks. Look at this 30. Got a nice bottom wick. We got NYC open coming up. We close above. Highly likely we're continue the push up. Should get interesting. You bought 26.93. We wasn't even on at 26.93. What time was this? This was, oh, that's right when I hopped on. That's 5 minutes before the news, yeah. This is where the news hit. We flipping the tape ski? Let's do it. Top one instant funded. Code Wix for an extra discount. Yeah, when you use Wix, it gives you 5% stackable on top of whatever discount site-wide that they're running. So I think they're running 20%. So if you use code Wix, it'll be 25%. Plus you get all the other perks. Thank you for reminding me. You guys seen my post yesterday with the horse? That's the horse I take when I go horseback snowboarding. That's that motherfucker. It's actually a girl. Eddie Lifts is able to play music on Zoom and not have an echo at the same time when playing on YouTube. Did you compare your settings with his? No, I did not. We used to be able to do that too, but then something changed in the settings. Hey, Eddie, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. The settings, obviously. I went into YouTube and said how to do this fucking shit. Help me, please. Are those the words you used? I'm going to copy and paste that. I'm going to see what YouTube tells me. I'm literally going to copy and paste. How to do this fucking shit. Help me, please. New York Open coming up. Yes. All right. Coming back. Slippage? Okay. We got slippage. 30 seconds here. I'm sorry, 50 seconds. Less than a minute. And we've gotten nowhere this 4 hours so far. We're in the same spot that we started 30 minutes ago, except we should have a little more volume now. There's not much to lock into. If there's no wick here, we're taking buys here. If there's no wick on that top, on that previous 30-minute, if there's no top wick. Like, I understand we should create a top wick, but that's a strong rejection. If you look at the hourly's got this top wick where the higher time frame could just keep driving. It's NYSE open, right? So you don't necessarily have to create a wick. Remember we spoke about it? Then when you have a catalyst for volume, it doesn't owe you a wick, right? To drive from. It doesn't owe you to reach a level to drive from. It can just drive. So for now, that's what's happening. Possible rejection at this area like we've seen before, right? If we go historically, we've seen, look at this wick right here. This is where the rejection came down. So you might get that same area, right? And pull back up. But there's no edge in any of that. Well, no edge for me in any of that. You can attempt buys, you can attempt sells, but there's no edge for me there. Just knowing what I know, I wouldn't, or understanding, you know, volume, understanding direction, I just wouldn't be there. 50-50 play. Of course, if it hits, people are like, oh, why don't you take it? If it doesn't hit, people are like, oh, good thing you didn't take it, right? But it's not part of the plan to take interest here. $94 could be the level. No, for now it's right where we have it marked off. We just spoke about this, right? This could be the level based on historical price data, what is done before. But it's 930. It doesn't have to come up and give you that top wick. It just continue blasting down. I just don't know. We will let the market tell us. Okay. And just because this candle flips doesn't mean we're driving up. It's bouncing within a range. Okay, closed bearish, but only on the 5. So are we going to get a top wick for the 5 to drive down and fill the wick? Or are we forming a bottom wick right now to flip bullish on the 15 and 30? Zoom door, gotcha. Come on in. Wait, how did you get in the Zoom, bro? Oh, you're in the signals, aren't you? You're in the signals, yeah. I'm gonna need you guys to stop having different names for every different platform. How do you guys even remember this shit? Like, I'm Wix9 everywhere. I'm Wix everywhere across the platforms. Maybe somewhere with an underscore, but like, it's still Wix. You guys are like Jim on one place, you know, John on another, Robert on another, and like, meanwhile, your name is Harry. Like, what the fuck? Pick an identity and stick to it. It's wild, but I know you have different personalities for every different name that you use. It's literally not healthy. It's not healthy, gang. That username is used. Choose another username. Nah, my favorite one is when the robot is asking you to make sure that you're not a robot. It's like, check here if you're not a robot. Like, motherfucker, you a robot. That's the worst one. You shouldn't be here. Party promoter name, Kenny Goodlife. It's still Kenny, right? Still Kenny. It'd be a different thing if it was like, you know, Living Good Life or something like that. Your name is Living. Effin Good Life. EFIN. Effin Good Life. That's a good name. Yeah. Chat, you want to know how you determine your porn star name? It would be the first it would be the name of your first pet plus the street you live in. The street you lived on, or the first street you lived on. That's your porn star name. Oh, Jay knows this. Street and first pet name. Yeah, my Tony Mill. Yeah, my porn star name is Oscar Ocean. How crazy is that? Oscar Ocean? That's a porn star name if I've ever heard one. We're old guys, so we know random crazy shit. Yeah. I don't know why. Sounds familiar? Yeah, you might have seen me in some, like, black and white movies. Diddy, Texas? You had your pet named Diddy? That's crazy. Cookie Westmoreland. Okay, Cookie. You're hired. That's it, chat. You got to change your names here to your porn star names. I'm trying to have a Diddy, Texas, a Cookie Westmoreland, and oh, Brian Moreland. Are you related to Westmoreland? Are you related to Cookie? Wow. Hey, Gold. You got some fucking guests here. I need you to wake up. Duke Norwood. That's a porn star name. That's pretty good. Cole got no manners. Word. Cause she from the hood. Gold's a hood rat. Yeah, if we could get like a mean tweet right now. She from Opalaka. I don't know. $30 looking nice, right? Flip did all this for what? Do something. You ever had a trade open and some crazy news or tweet come out? Yeah. Matter of fact, I remember it, and you know what it was? Actually, I remember it. Don and I were both in that position, and we were both in drawdown, and something dropped. Something happened. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't the fire at the Pentagon. It was some other news at the Pentagon, and it just drove our way out of nowhere. It was one of those. It was one of those plot twists. Yeah, we were like 5 or 8 pips away from getting stopped out. Why is my hair tied here? Got a knot on a knot. Was it like a green or orange folder? No, it wasn't the folder. It was just random news. Wouldn't you want to use a stop loss in case of those random cases? But I'm here on the charts, right? Like, oh, I'll close it out manually. I'll see it pushing. But like, right now, this is fucked. Like, this is just ugly. This isn't the massive range overall. This is less than 70 pips of range here. We're in a 65 pip range, and somehow within a 65 pip range, we found a smaller, minor 5-minute range here that's really like 30-40 pips. Right, and when you're looking for 15 to 20 pips, you know, on average, that's 50% of the range here. You really want a lot more range, so you'd raise the probability of you being able to take your percentage of it. Okay, I like what we're doing. You don't take trades in this range because there's no direction? No, because we filled it and refilled it and refilled it multiple times. That, like, the initial drive through the range, I understand we'll refill the range. Then I understand where we'll make a decision. But we've made the decision once, we made the decision twice, we've made a decision 3 times. You know, it keeps tapping top and bottom of the ranges without going anywhere. So, I mean, the first time, fine. The second time, refill it the other way, the opposite way, fine. But now, come back again and come back down again. I'm going to let it break out then. This is when market starts doing this. This is when people tend to lose their shit. I've spoke about this before. You not just your money and your funds. You tend to like lose it, you know, mentally, psychologically. This is where you spend all your mental capital, expecting a breakout here, breakout there, and meanwhile, next thing you know, you've taken a sell here, you've taken a buy on this breakout, a sell on this breakout, buy on this breakout. You're still stuck in range. You're 8 positions deep, and they've all been losers. And you're like, fuck, we haven't moved. We're in the same spot, and I'm somehow down, right? Because there's no edge here at that point. Let it rock out of here, right? Sometimes I take trades in a range. Yes, very rarely, but I take trades in a range where I have an edge, where I've mapped out higher time frames, right? And where I see if we're within a range, that means we've created another range within a range, and I see that we're gonna refill it. That's the only thing. Yeah, you're not obligated to do shit here. Like, gold's not forcing you, right? There's no one holding the gun to your head saying trade now. You must place a buy or sell. No. Be patient. Let it get out of here. Approach your next position with more capital. Right? Versus risking it here. Okay. This is good. Can we see a pop? We've tried to break this high before. We couldn't. A couple of times. Fucking push. Let's go. Do it now. Now. Listen to Wix Gold. Do it now. Ah, shit. Listen to me. Do it. Do it. I dare you. 20 pip pop to 706. Let's go. Ah, motherfucker. Chat, take a buy right now. I just took a buy right where we are. 04.42. We broke the highs here. And we pulled back to this previous wick, and now we've retested that little high. I think we should pump. We're also savagely close to the hourly closure. And we'll have a chance for a pineapple off the next hourly as well. Once we tap this area, 029, I have on my broker 029, yeah. I'll look for another position. Pretty much 03 flat, very similar to this yellow line. So I'll show you what we did here. Well, at least it did that on the broker. We broke these highs, and then it came back to tap these wicks to the left, not just this wick, the wicks to the left. So my understanding is once it held here, these wicks to the left, it should pump up a bit. So that's what I'm looking for. I close half my position right there at 11 pips. I'm going to close full right here at 20 pips. Congratulations, everybody. Now, let's see. We're looking for a closure, right? We need a top wick here. I'll give you a total on that trade in a second. Since we're looking for a top wick here, the reason I closed, we're a minute, or we're 4 minutes, one 5-minute candle away from the hourly. We got our pips. Now we understand we need to leave a top wick, right? If this closes no top wick, we're closing anyway. But if it doesn't, that means it's going to pull back. And if it pulls back, there's a chance it takes us out. So we could get a better entry then on the next top wick. Do you follow the logic? Right? So that's the reason we closed out over there. Actually, if you want to see if we'll actually tap, if it'll come back to BE here, we can look right now. Was that a good closure or not? Right? But the next hourly candle should technically give you a bottom wick to continue down. Last trade on stream, you won a total of 30 pips. W. Congrats, everybody. So understand, next hourly's got to give a bottom wick. This hourly's got to leave a top wick, aka pull back, aka no point in being there anymore, right? Entry 704.349. That was the entry. So if it comes back, tips it, we'll pat ourselves on the back. Win number 339 on the year. W. Congrats, fellas and ladies. 2 minutes here. Let's wait for this to actually close. Now, what are we looking for once we get a closure? First of all, let's see what level there is here. What is it tapping? Okay, you got less than a minute to go here. If we go to current price here, we need 4 entries. We need this candle to leave a top wick, obviously, and we need the next candles to pull back to these white lines. Position 1, position 2. W top 1 traders, exactly. If you held for more than 5 minutes, you made way more than me. Yesterday, if you held for more than 5 minutes, you might have BE. Day before that, you made more than me. So, like, over time, it'll even out as long as you just hold your 5 minutes. Okay, we just closed here. You need to come down first. You can't fill that previous wick, which we just did. Huh. It's not much of a top wick on it anyway. That's not a great looking candle. I'm using raw spread, but their raw spread is 1 to 2 pips. 2 pips, 3 pips. 2.1, 1.7. Wouldn't trade your entry with a 5-minute roll? Why? You just made bank with my entry on a 5-minute roll. Just doubled my position with the 5-minute roll. You owe a thank you note to Top One. I'm not looking for buys after this top wick has been made. I'm looking for now a candle to close. We got time. I'm going to be here till 11. So probably going to have another position, 1 or 2 more. Be here for at least another hour. All right, we got time to smoke another joint as a stream, as a community. We got some time. Kenny, your position is still running from 93? Nice. Wait, 2,000. 2,700, you mean? Like 2,000. It's like, you the GOAT, bro. Hi, can I ask about downvote? No. Is that the 4-hour? That's not the 4-hour. The 4-hour closed an hour ago. Well, for us, it depends. It really depends on your broker. So I'm not sure. Could be. God damn it.
The smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
I got that bronchiolitis. I mean, we marked off this area, right? To look for buys off this area. The issue is we've made a steep top wick first before we came down, tapped that area, and then we started continuing up. That's why we weren't in there. Now we're tapping a strong resistance. So now this is what it would look like. So a lot depends on how this closes. Get rid of this. This would flip the candles. A 5 closed bullish. The 15 is still open. We don't have a bottom wick on this hourly. We have a minor bottom wick. We tapped the higher time frame resistance. Chances are this candle could still flip bearish. Let's look for the next range. God damn it, gold. You turned my chart into a football field. Oh, I'm past price. I know. Yeah, not much of a top wick on the previous hourly. Tapped the higher time frame resistance. Good chance it flips here. If it doesn't, we're gonna look to continue up to 27.20 here. That's a 100 pip range. That's pretty doable. Half this range is doable. When 710 breaks, is a long possible? Yeah, but I'm not going to take it just because price is driving above there. I'm going to have to take it with some confirmations. Sold Dow bought gold same time. The GOAT. Ooh, 5 doing it, huh? About to get a lit candle on the 5 here in 30 seconds. This 2705 area is lovely for support. The issue is once you get there, the 30 flips and the hourly flips bearish. So I'm a bit skeptical. So this is good. It kept structure here on the low, lower high, lower low. It's a lot of friggin' volume. Luck in here, gang. I want a small pullback here. Small one, mini one. All right, if I can get my mouse to start participating. Looking for a small pullback here. Okay, here we go. Taking a buy right here at 2712.32. Just took a buy. Might get a steeper pullback. That's okay. Right here is my entry. All right, closing half here at 11. I'm gonna move stops to break even, see if we can pump a little bit. Close partials there. I want to see if we can pump another 20 pips, but this at this moment this is a risk-free trade. All right. There's no more risk on the table. We're playing with house money. We want one more pump up. Just one more. Maybe on the next 15. Yeah, there we go. That break even just tapped. I didn't close full. I closed partial. Still a W. I got about 11 pips out of there. 10, 11 pips. But I understand the consequences of breaking the low before we close. we gave it a chance to run. It rebroke the highs, right? This current 15 broke the highs and then came down. So we gave it a chance. What was that, 12 pips? Yep. Buys plus 12. Win number 340. Right, and if your entry is off there, it's not looking pretty. That's why I stood there waiting for a pullback, and I based that pullback based on the 1 minute wicks here. This and this, and that's where we were entering. Okay. No positions here for me off the bottom wick since we made that top wick first. But if we continue driving, I mean, we will get a 30 closure here in about 12 minutes, and then we have a chance for another bottom wick. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Ooh, people at the Zoom door. It was a slow session for the first 2 hours, right? But we still managed to get our 50, or damn near 50. If I closed full, it would have been a 50. Like, we just somehow managed to get there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. $30 closure looks juicy. We got more than 10 minutes for the 30 closure, so it depends what it gives us. That isn't. It's leaving a nice wick for now. Break it down. Let's go back. Let's look to the left and see from where have we driven up from before. This is an area we drove up from before, right? Right there, see that wick coming down there, so maybe a bit steeper, like that. This is a level we've driven up from before, but we already have it marked off, right there. Right, previous resistance turned support there. So depending on how this 30 closes, you have 10 minutes. This, because this 30 could push up to here, right? Or the 30 can just close out here with a wick, and right, these would be different entries. Either, sorry, they're the wrong color, but you understand. Right, you wanna take entries from places that market has driven from before. If you don't see a level, you just drop a time frame, you'll see one. So if we close the way we are right now, 709, 707, 705. Those are the entries I'm looking at for a bottom wick. Let's go to current price. Above the range. 15 closes bearish in 8 minutes. That would be a resistance. but if it closes above, it's a resistance. It's a bearish closure, I'm sorry, that's still respecting a support if we close above, right? Doesn't matter if it closes bearish as long as it's respecting support. At that point, the 30 closes above the higher time frame, the stronger time frame, and we are just waiting for that bottom wick to 09.3 area before making a top wick. It makes a top wick first. Chances are it'll blast through our 09 and 07 areas. So for that reason, we're gonna wait for a closure here, a top wick to be left on the on this current candle, and then the next candle we will wait to open up with a bottom wick to look for bottom wick entries at these areas. If we push up, if this is a doji closure on the 15 or a bullish closure on the 15, 27.11 flat is where we're looking for entries. Did he say 7-11? Yes, 7-11. 27.11 flat. Yep, that's where we buy. Welcome to my grocery store. We don't buy, we sell. Come again. Come on, gold. $555 watching. We get some likes. Drop some likes up to the channel. Turn on the notifications. This way you know when we're on. Go follow the IG. Today, I promise you, today I'll create a post that you'll have to comment on in order for you to be entered into Friday's giveaway. Right? We're going to do a couple of giveaways on Friday. You guys have to be commenting on today's post or today's reel. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. It's coming soon. Oh yeah, also go join the Discord. Join the signals to be part of the Zoom gang. And go get your instant funded account at top 1. Say fuck off to the challenges and go straight into a funded account. Don't waste your time with the challenges. Just go straight into instant funding. Yo, Green. I don't like that one. Yo, let's use the signals one. Let's not use the IF one, the instant funding one. I mean, not the signals. Let's use the regular top one instead of the. I gotta get rid of the IF one because it doesn't work the same way the top one does. Yeah, we gotta get rid of IF. Thank you. Every time it promotes it, I can't fight the urge to explain how shitty my experience was. You'd be the first one to tell me that. I'm sure people have their own experiences, but my DMs are full of people taking profits from the instant funding. Actually, my DMs are full of people complaining about the 5-minute, and then the same people send me DMs how they made their money. Despite the 5-minute rule. Or in spite. So it's, I don't know. Everyone's experience is different. But if you follow the rules, you will get paid. Unlike some of your other favorite firms. Today, if you held for 5 minutes or longer, you're getting extra paid. Unlike Wix 9. Very strict with also lot sizing. No, lot sizing is for the U.S. market. So if you're looking to make $1 million a month, fine. But if you're looking for 1%, 2%, I think even 3% is very, very doable on an instant funded account, right? And if you're getting 100K and then a 25K bonus, and you're taking 3% on 100K. That's over, you know, it's over 3 grand. All right. What's not normal? Notice the crazy spreads? Yeah, that wasn't normal. It was everywhere. Ha. Look at this 30 completely broke down here. Well, I'm sorry, the 15 completely broke down. 30's still good. Maybe a 15 with no bottom wick closure would also be good. Just tapped our area on the dot. Wow. I wasn't looking for it right now. It tapped us on the dot, but I'm looking for that after the 30 closure. This makes it a bit tough because now that you have bullish momentum, you have a minute to go with the 30 closing and you have a bullish momentum, you've already bounced off the support. There's a chance the next 30 drives straight up without making a bottom wick. We'll see. There's a chance it makes a really small bottom wick to 27.10.9, which is like a 3-pip wick and then drives up, right? I can't have that. No, we can't have any of that. $27.11.5. Let's see. Okay, the 30's closing here right now, chat, in 5 seconds. We might have earlier positions because we already tapped this area. It might be off 27.10.9 here. Fuck. I need it to come down steeper. Pushes up, it pushes up. Yeah, I'm looking for this area at the very least. I'm not looking for this because we already tapped it before the closure here. Right, that area. Motherfucker. I thought for sure we're getting this level. People at the Zoom door. Come on in. It's so strange. My broker, we have not broken this high yet. We've broken it on TradingView, but not on the broker. On the broker, this candle's down here. We have not broken the high yet. It's hilarious. Now that closed, no tell. Yeah, we haven't broken the high yet on the broker. And my spread's at 4, so be careful. Volume coming in, spread's jumping. Broke about over 10 on futures. No, we've broke. My broker topped out. I'll give it the price. 27.13.5 right here. The broker price topped out right here. 27.13.5. Below these wicks to the left. Shit looking like it's about to launch. Yeah, I'd have nothing here. Look at this 2 hour though. Closes in 23 minutes. You're gonna see a steep bottom wick on the next 2-hour candle, next hourly candle. Could get interesting. Zoom gang. Oh, I'm sorry, Zoom gang, not Zoom gang. Signal gang. Very high chance of signals after stream today, based on the 2 and the 4 hour. High chance we have positions. All right, so if you're part of the signal channel, just stay locked in through the 4 hour. There we go. We finally broke on the broker. I'm taking a buy right here, right where we are. Just took a buy, 14.5. And we might have another entry at around 13.5. Okay? If we get there, I'll take another entry. If we get to 13.5. But just took an entry here at 14.5. Got close to 13.5, 13.8 I saw. Looking for a rebreak at a highs here. Looking for a quick pop. Quickie. Looking for a quickie. Five closed here, 15 closes in 5 minutes. The hourly is pretty heavily bullish, right? So we see a pullback, it's all right. We'll look for more positions on the next hourly. Just looking for a quick pop here to the upside based on this 30. Well, it was really based on the 1 minute and the 5 minute pulling back. This is a small 10 pip pop if we can get that. All right. Oof, that was really close. I saw about 10. Didn't close. Closing. Not yet. I'm looking for about 13 or 14 here. All right, I'm going to close half right there at 12. I'm going to move stops to break even. Matter of fact, I'm going to close full right there at 13 pips. closed full. W, the second position is 13. The first position was closed at 12 or 11, around 25 pips total on there. Congratulations, everybody. We got a few more minutes till we get another closure. If you're still in there, at least manage your risk. Make sure it's no risk on the table. We're gonna need a top wick here on this 15, and then we're probably gonna look for more entries before the hourly's up here. Okay. Really no drawdown. There's just, you know, based on the fact that it was really hard to break out of this range. We came down, we grabbed these orders, and as this candle pulled up here, this 5, that previous 5, it pulled up and it came back down to these wicks right here, right? And once it left that wick, came back down, it's going to fill it with momentum, maybe in the same candle, maybe in the next one, and that's what it did. It refilled that, the range. See, it's 13 pips here exactly. Yeah. So it refilled that wick, and that the fill of that wick, that initial wick that it left here, that was really my, should have been our breakdown. We got a little more. We got a little higher there. This sucks, scammer. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, man. So, y'all got scammed for more than 60 pips here today. 24 pips. Whoever said yesterday we're going to be buying all day today, you, my friend, were correct. Someone yesterday said we're going to be buying today. Win number 341! And the crowd go crazy. Bravo. I heard somebody say bravo. All right, shut it. Too much winning. We're gonna do so much winning. You're gonna be sick and tired of winning. Tariffs. We're gonna do tariffs. Oh my God. I need more weed. You're a legend, man. So many entries live. Nobody does that. Yeah, people take a position. They get a W and they're like, all right, we got a W for the day. They're gonna love me, and they dip. No, trade your fucking plan. You know what it is? Lack of confidence. Yeah, we take a loss in stride. We take a loss like Gary V. You know how Gary V always does that shit. Oh man. All right, there's that 15 closure. There's that wick left. Let's plan this out. Look at this, is a little difficult here. This is the last 15 of this 1 hour candle. We've been pushing up heavy. So while this can push, I would say start mapping out the 1 hour close. Start looking to the left. Make sure you're going to get a top wick here on this 1 hour. Look at this fucking 1 hour. You think you're not going to have some bullish momentum? You think this is driving straight down without making a top wick? It might. It might. Chances of that are very slim, right? But on the off chance that that's what it's going to do, is just drive straight down, it's your job now to put yourself in a position where if you are wrong, you'll have a chance to manage risk. You definitely want to take advantage of the next 1 hour, but you want to do it in such a way where if you are wrong, you can manage risk and not have it eat at you that you fucked up. Yo, stop jumping this fucking mouse, yo. It's clean range. This is is really clean to the left here. So you got to figure out where the market drives from. Where does it drive up from? Where do you have pullbacks, right? Wow, what a gap was. This was a massive gap on the weekend. 22nd, Monday to Sunday. Oh, it's not that. 55 pips, that's not that bad. All right, so you could say I got an area that I bounce from over here. And all of these areas are still valid. Let's go to, wait, did we just leave a massive top wick? We did. No, we didn't. We're about to. All right, these are your levels along the way. These white lines. Where are my Colombians? Where's the white lines? Where's the white lines? Relax. These white lines right here. 27, 11, 09, 07, 05. Seems like it's every 20 pips roughly, but those are levels that you drive up from, right? So that's where you're looking for your entries and your pineapples on the next 1 hour candle. Hey bro, I just found your channel. After I lost $32 on another trash trader, he even not explaining the strat. Do you think from 14 left in my account I can recover? Yeah, but it's a waste of your time. What are you trying to recover? $16? What are you gonna do with that? You're gonna struggle to work your way back to $32. No, bro, go learn. Go learn so then you can deposit 100, 200, 1,000 and keep depositing, because now you have confidence in what you're doing and you know it works, and you can drop more money on it because you know it works. Right now you're kind of, I don't know if this works, I don't know if that works. So use whatever money you have to learn, not to make money. Forget making back what you lost. The key is to make knowledge, right? Get knowledge. So use that 14 to pay for value, right? Which means 0.01 lots, the smallest possible risk, and now learn, right? Spend a few months learning. You know for a fact you're not going to be a millionaire by the end of this year. You aren't going to be, you're not looking to become wealthy and change your family's life by summertime. You maybe not even next New Year's. The key is that you're sitting here next New Year's reminiscing about the good old days. Remember how XAU I used to ask you if this could, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, I don't even need to ask those questions anymore. I know the answers to all the questions because I've learned the strat. Right? Go find the answers to the actual strategy, to the markets, and then you don't need to ask questions if this is worth it, that's worth. You'll know what's worth your time based on how much value you give yourself and your knowledge, right? But you're not looking to, I know you want to be rich next month, you want to go ball next month, right? You got to crawl before you ball, you know what I mean? And you're going to spend a long time crawling. I wake up every morning going to trade, not expecting to make money. Like, I wake up every morning knowing that, hey, next year, this time, I probably got to do the same thing. And the year after that, I'm probably going to do the same thing. I got to wake up in the morning, go trade. And this isn't how it works. It takes a long time to build a solid foundation. And then it takes even longer to utilize that foundation to build yourself and build everything else. It's like playing a game for you. No, it's not like playing a game. For me, this is work. This is my work. This ain't a hobby for me. This ain't, right? This isn't something that I know how to do and it just comes easy. It looks like it comes easy because, like, we've been doing it for a long time. But the amount of times I've literally destroyed myself and try to pick myself back up and try to put the pieces back together is I can't describe it. I can't even write a book about it. It can't put it into words. And I'm sure you guys have gone through the same thing. You guys gone through the lowest of the lows just to try to build yourself back up. And just when it feels like you're getting out of that hole, it'll fucking drop you lower than you were before, right? And then you got to pick up the pieces again. And I can't tell you how many times I had to pick up the pieces on my own with no help, even though it feels like there's a lot of help around me. There's just, when it comes to that certain aspect of building yourself, that's a very individual journey, individualized journey, whatever would be the right way to say it. It's very unique to the individual to build yourself, even though our stories or all our roads are very similar in terms of like the aspects of, you know, the stages we got to go through. But we don't have the same backgrounds. We don't have the same relationship with money. We don't have the same principles instilled in us. We don't even have the same amount of parents. Some of you guys have 2 moms or 2 dads. You know what I mean? It's life has been different for all of us growing up. So we all have this really unique approach to how we build ourselves and how we handle pressure and how we build ourselves back up. So it's really all unique to you. But you can't, what's not unique is the fact that you need to go through it, right? Before you actually understand it. If you don't go through something, you're not going to understand it. You're not going to understand the value it has. You're not going to understand the pitfalls, the possible outcomes. You have to go through it. You know what I like? What DMX said. God won't walk you to what he won't walk you through. You guys have seen that, right? Shout out to the big dog. Anyway. But you all gotta go through it, right? And to go through it, it means it's gonna be a long journey. It's gonna be a long journey. Just got to keep showing up. As things start clicking over time. They start clicking for everybody, in different moments. But like, every single one of you could do this. Every single one of you. There's nobody here that I can say to like, yo, you're not cut out for this. Maybe you shouldn't be doing. No. There's some real knuckleheads doing this shit and being successful. You know what I mean? Capiche? Thank you. Thank you. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Straight up. Or you could join the signals and get access to everything. Everything. Just like learning a language. Yeah, you also learn all the curse words first here. Hourly, what are you gonna do? You know, I've told you guys this before. This shouldn't be for me. It's not about the sell, right? It's about the self. It's not about selling you guys anything. It's about building myself up, right? So it's not about the sell. It's about the self. That's the motto. Get rid of the news. I'm not telling you things like here to get myself a sell, right? I'm telling you things that can build up yourself. That's the point. Build yourself up before you can start promoting yourself and, you know, treating yourself as a business and selling yourself. YouTube suppressed you. Was watching on my television on my computer. Had to really search for it on my phone. Fuckers. How do you say I blew my account in your language? That shit don't exist in my language. They don't have a saying like that. What a great session, though. Really good session. And I don't remember last time we had a bad session. Actually, knock on wood. We don't want to invite that in here. $1K times 5 on the day, Wix. You changed my life. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go. Fucking flex, everybody. Kenny? Nick? Where's everybody? I got it. There you go. Bring the guns out. Smack, this is Nina. Yeah, it makes you feel great just pumping. Hey, Nick, you forgot to flex with us. Get that flex in. Let's go. Yeah, there you go. Flexing, baby. You guys should be doing it at home too. Just flex in front of the screen. Like, squeeze the buys. Squeeze the buys. Get the blood flowing. If anything, if you want to know a trick, hold your fingers like this and squeeze. Like this. Like capiche? But squeeze. Can he just flex? What you mean make Snoop Dogg flex? He just did it. We all flexing. Oof. Not looking for an entry here, chat. Right here at this area. There could be an entry on the hourly, but I think I would rather be down there. Oh, that's a 2-hour closure as well. Bring that back. Hell yeah, DJ, bring that back. Let's see what happens. That ain't much. Yeah, if this flips and starts driving up, if it doesn't, if it comes back down here, we'll take entries. If it starts driving up, we're gonna wait a bit. Oh, it flipped, huh? Yeah, this isn't bad. It can flip here as long as it doesn't fill the majority of this wick. I mean, we can still look for these buys when it comes back down or re-breaks the lows. $17 pips, done for the day. Good job. Good job. But if we start filling the body of the previous 15-minute candle, right, and we get to the top of that, then it's gonna get a little tough. Chat, it's 11 here. I think if we re-break the highs here on the current candle, if we re-break these highs, I'm gonna call it, and we'll just we'll look for entries in the Zoom set and the signal channel. Okay, we'll look for more entries in the signal channel if this re-breaks, which probably will here. Yeah. But what I will tell you is, you have these levels marked up, right? Once you start pulling back, you probably don't want this level anymore, 27.11, since you've already 27.11. Since you already rebroke that high, right? You've grabbed some orders. Chances are you come down and break the low of the previous 30, but you shouldn't break the low of the previous hourly. That's a massively bullish candle. So I think at around 09 and 07 areas, you could start locking in for some buys. Okay. Yeah, really good session today. You got it, Tom. Hank in the building. Yo, I'm really impressed with everybody. People are showing up. People are helping themselves. Oh, wait. One thing we have not done, chat. All right, before you dip, you know what I'm gonna ask you to do? Yo, spam some motherfucking dubs for today's 65 pip session. All right. All right. Yeah, we're going to call it a session here. Signal channel, look out for positions on the 30 or the hourly, maybe the 4 hour. We'll see. We'll see what the market does for us. All right. Zoom gang, I'll see you on the clubhouse side of things. Thank you guys for coming through as always. Mods, the greatest mods in the game. Appreciate you guys. You guys are really important here for me to run the stream normally. So I appreciate all you guys. Okay. All right. Everyone else, chat, love and wisdom to you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. sharp. Right? We'll be here for the New York session just like we are every single weekday. Oh, I'm gonna drop a reel today on my IG. Make sure you go follow the IG, because you're gonna have to comment on that reel in order to be entered into Friday's giveaway. I'm gonna give away a couple of 25K funded accounts. So if you want to be entered into that, go comment on today's reel. Yeah, there will be giveaways this Friday. I haven't come up with a reel yet for you guys to comment on. That's why I didn't post it. But today there will be one posted, so go comment on that reel, be entered into the giveaway, and we'll run it on Friday after we take some dubs. All right. That's our session, gang. Let's get our outro going. As we're coming up right on that time. It's already 11 a.m. Time to go enjoy the day. All right. Boom. Outro coming right up here. Chat, you already know the deal. My time here is up. And just like that, another New York session is in the books. Enjoy your day. See you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. sharp. Signal channel. I'll see you guys tonight for Asian and maybe for the 4 hour. Later!
Break out the red panties. We're rich, baby.